Thank you. Appreciate it. Is it this one? Hello. That don't work.
Oh,
this one.
It's just muted. Do you want to stay in your free flow?
Yeah, I'll use this. Cool. Appreciate it. Actually, I don't really need that. Hello. You guys can hear me okay? Okay. So I'm going to do that whole little spiel again. Good afternoon. Okay. I'm big on energy. I'm an energy gal. So I need to know who else is I need energy all day long. Who are my energy people? Okay, I got a couple right here. Awesome. So when I need energy, I'm going to look to all those who just raised their hand. So can we, before I go, I need us to give a hand to Jordan real quick. Give us a hand to Jordan. Clap him up. I now need us to give 4, 5 to 7 claps for Monique and Shannon. Ready, go. And I also need us to clap it up for the youth council. Can you raise your hand if you're on the youth council? Okay. So I'm super excited to be here. What you have on your table is you have the PowerPoint that I would have gone through if the screen worked, but now you have it in front of you. I need you to use this thing as the blueprint for making up the rest of your life. So if you're still eating, I love it, but if you have a bag of chips, we're going to open them right now on the count of 3. If your chips are not open, we're going to open them right now on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, open your chips. If they weren't open, I smashed mine already. I feel you. I would have done the same thing, but I would have been on my second bag. Okay, so over the next 50 minutes, my mission is to help you build out a blueprint to live your best life. Who's a fan or somebody who really wants to live out their best life? Raise your hand. Okay. If you're a senior, raise your hand. What you think? Oh, you the other day? Oh, you're out of high school. Can we shout out for the graduates? Let's go. Okay. So what are we doing next? Anybody want to tell us what we're doing next? You graduated, what's next? POU, okay. Pierce, okay, awesome. Clap it up again for them. Clap it up. Do we have any upcoming seniors? A few. Raise your hand if you're a junior. Sophomores. Do you guys even still use that verbiage anymore? Okay, cool. Because some people are I'm class of 25. I'm we didn't say that. We just said what year I was. So I get confused sometimes. Okay, middle school, raise your hand. Okay, awesome. I like to know so that way I can know who it is that I'm speaking to when I'm saying certain things. So before we really dive in, I need us to take 3 deep breaths. So I'm going to close your eyes if you feel safe. Breathe in your nose, out your mouth. Ready? Go. I heard that. One more. That was extra, but I'm here for it. Okay. Like Jordan said, my name is Coach Rees, or my name is Arisa, but I go by Coach Rees. That's my street name. And I'm here to empower you all because this is the Youth Empowerment Summit. But my mission overall over the next 50 minutes is to help you create a blueprint for your life. Because oftentimes we'll leave high school, middle school, or college and say, nobody taught me this. There's not many classes that you take that are focused on you individually. So I want you to think of this as a class that is focused on you as an individual. Okay, so the name of my coaching firm is called You-ish. Think of the word selfish. You drop the self and you insert you. So this next 50 minutes is focused solely on you. What's your name? This is focused solely on you, Isaac, and anybody else in here, okay? So I'm going to tell you 10 seconds about me just so you know who's up here in front of you, and you also have it on your PowerPoint. So again, my name is Rees Wilson, go by Coach Rees. I am I'm a hooper. Any other hoopers in here? By show of hands? Okay, a couple hoopers. Oh, okay. Come on, what's your name? Okay, Hank, you'll give me buckets? Absolutely not. Okay. So I'm a hooper, born and raised to be a hooper, but I went from a hooper to being a coach, and my gift of playing basketball is something that took me into college and then ultimately professional. And I talk about that because I want you to think about your gifts and talents that you can utilize in your life that are going to be a vehicle to get you to where you want to go. Next to that, you can see that I'm a big fan of adventure. That 50-31 means I've been to all 50 states in 31 countries. Who in here is a traveler? Raise your hand. couple of us like to travel. We have aspirations to travel once we get out. Okay, dope. And I like to put that on there so that way you can know at one point, I was also a high school student who had a vision of traveling. And what I did was I said, I'm about to get it. The second I got my license and a passport and a little bit of money, I was out there. So that's pretty much all you need from a foundation of that piece. Now we'll fast forward a little bit. And in a couple weeks, I have the honor of saying I'm going from being Coach Rees to Dr. Rees. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I share that because as a high school student, I wouldn't really know. If you would have told me in 10 years, 15 years, not 10. If you would have told me in 15 years you would be a doctor, I would have been like, huh? Because I didn't know. I've never seen a doctor that looked like me. Pronouns she, her, just in case anybody's worried about that. But I never saw a doctor that looked like me. There wasn't any like doctors, black doctors, medical, or just EDD, PhD doctors. So I didn't know it existed. So I'm a fan of being in spaces like this and talking about the things that I've done in life so I can be a source of aspiration and inspiration to you who may be like, oh, I didn't know that you can be a doctor who focuses on leadership and human development. I had no idea. So I share that so that you might say, hey, I want to get my doctorate at some point in time. So let's move forward. You'll see on your bottom left corner, I want you to repeat after me. After I say this, I want you to know that you were born on purpose with a purpose to live out your purpose. Okay? If you don't hear anything else I say, but I hope you do, it is my firm belief that you know that you were born on purpose with a purpose to live out your purpose. And earlier, our guy from Twin Star said something about living out or having a purpose. And I'm glad that you said that because I'm like, yo, that's a dope segue. You didn't even know. So thank you for that. But that's what this is all about. There's not really any purpose classes in school. School was designed to teach you how to be an employee, not really how to live your best life. So I said, I need to figure out how I can help kids learn how to live out their best life. So I need you to say that you were born what? On purpose. With? Yep. One more time. I'm going to say you were born with, or born what? With? To? Now I'll tell you this. You might say, Coach Rees, that sounds like a cool, catchy phrase, but not everybody knows what their purpose is. And if you don't know, that's okay, because that's what we're going to talk about today. So as you move over and you look on the right side, it says best life. Somebody tell me what their definition of your best life is. Raise a hand. What you got?
Working on stories.
Oh, dope. Tell me more.
I like to just make a lot of creations, create a lot of things to show to the world,
Fire. I'm with it. Well, tell me your name.
Ethan.
Ethan. Okay. Right here.
Being at peace in your own environment.
Say it again, louder.
Being at peace in your own environment.
Peace is priceless. If you don't hear nothing else I say, I'm going to say that like 50 times. I need you to hear everything I'm saying, but I need you to hear this. Your peace is priceless. Protect your peace. Right here, Hank.
Being independent.
Ooh, I'll take that. I love it. Right here. Hello?
Being able to
Hello?
do what you enjoy without the fear of being ridiculed.
Ooh, I love that. Tell me your name.
Orion.
Orion? I love it. Thank you. My mic just went out. Can you guys still hear me though?
Yes,
Because I'm a coach, so I can get into my coach vibe. I don't need the mic unless somebody wants to come fix it. But you guys can hear me okay? Yeah. Okay. Right here. Go ahead. Oh, that's awkward. Go ahead. Your best life. What is it? Ooh, that's legit. Shout out to that. Go ahead. Back here. What's your dream car? Yep. You just said having a dream car. You don't got a dream car? Is this one with 4 wheels and 4 doors? Okay, I'll take it. Okay, so here's what I need you to know. Your best life is tell me your name right here. Angel. Whatever Angel said, peace. Your best life is a life that gives you peace. Your best life is a life that is aligned with living out your purpose. I am not here to tell you what your best life is. Can't nobody else tell you what your best life is. But I do believe that you have a purpose that is in alignment with the life that you are supposed to live. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's move forward to the next page. I want you to think about this. Living out your best life requires 4 different things. The first thing is a mindset. If you don't believe in yourself It doesn't matter if all of us adults in here believe in you. If you don't believe in yourself, it ain't going to matter. You'll never be able to live out your best life because the way you think about you is going to dictate your actions. The way you think about you is going to dictate how you move through life. It's going to dictate the decisions that you make. So if you don't think that you're worthy of living your best life, you're not going to take actions to live out your best life, right? So hopefully you take all the encouragement from all the adults in here, all your teachers and everything, and you say, okay, they believe in me, so they must see something in me. That means I need to start to see that thing. And then now you, especially the graduates, need to take that and you got to run with it. So the first step in living out your best life is you have to know you got to have the mindset. The second thing you have to have is a plan. And that's what we're going to focus on today a little bit, is deciding and making a plan. And the plan isn't black and white. It's not concrete. Because as you grow, your brain's going to continue to develop. You're going to learn new things about yourself and other people. So your plan needs to be a little bit fluid. The next thing is commitment. You have to be more committed to you and your growth and your development than anything else. Who do you have to be committed to? Yourself. You got to be committed to you. Because it's a corny example I use, and I know it's corny. If I was to say, tell me your name. If I say, Alyssa, can you go to the bathroom for me real quick? Look, she like, I can't even, I know, because it's corny. As much as Alyssa might want to, because you look like a nice person, she could go to the bathroom, but it wouldn't relieve me. So I know it's a corny example, but it's really to that extent, is nobody else can do for you like you can do for you at any point in time in life. So you have to be able to take action and take steps to building the life that you want, especially if you just graduated high school. People will tell you that you're now what? You graduate high school, so they'll say you're now what? An adult, and where are you? Say it out loud. I cannot stand that, respectfully, to any adult who uses it. The reason why I cannot stand when people say you're now in the real world is, who here has gone through some real world events already? Hello. The only difference between that real world and the real world that adults are talking about is they just have more responsibilities. And that usually is a mortgage and car payment and all those types of stuff. But a lot of you have been through more things that a lot of the adults in your life couldn't even fathom. You know what I'm saying? You've probably gone through loss. You've probably experienced so many different things that they can't even think about. That doesn't mean that your world is not real. It just means you're now on the other side now of being 18, where the world cares less. And this is why we need you to care that much more about you, because the world and life is going to life. And that's why I want to help equip you with the plan, so that way when life lifes, you know I have a plan, I have a mission, I have a vision, and I'm going to stay focused on that so I can build and live out the life that I was born to live. Does that make sense? Okay. So there's two things that I like to do, and I meant to do this at the beginning, but I didn't. But one thing I like to do when somebody shares, like when Hank shared or something like that, I like to go chew. And when I go chew, that means clap them up. Okay? So when I go chew, you give one hard clap. Chew, chew, chew. Awesome. Okay? The second thing that I like to do, if I say, does that make sense? You go fist to 5. So fist means I got it. 5 means I got a question. Fist to 5. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. You're supposed to do it. Fist to 5. Does that make sense? There we go. So because 5 looks like what? It looks like I got a question. Fist means I got it. Let's rock on. Okay. Fist to 5. Tell me where we at. Okay. Now we're getting after it. Does everybody have something to write with? Sort of, kind of.
I got pens.
Okay. My man's right here got pens. We need something to write with, because now we're getting down to the details. Some people might. I see there's markers too. So get anything you can get. And I want you to mark up this this packet you have in front of you as much as possible.
Yeah, I got 6.
Okay. The last piece to living out your best life is your ability to execute. So I want you to think about this. I want you to sit and think about this question, then we're going to go around and share. Who are you? Now, if I ask you that question initially, some people might say, oh, my name is, right? But I want you to think a little bit deeper than that. So I'm going to give you about 30 seconds right now to write down who you are on your paper. Then we're all going to get up if you're able to, and you're going to talk about it amongst each other and share. Who are you? Okay? 30 seconds, ready, set, go. Who are you? Write it down on the paper. Who are you? $15 more seconds. Do you guys need something to write with? Is that? Yeah. Yep. That works for me. Thank you for asking. Oh. 10 more seconds. All right, y'all. Let's bring it back real quick. Now, I know you need more than 30 seconds to really write down who you are, because you are more than whatever you just wrote down on that paper. But what I want us to do now, for the sake of time, is at your tables, I want us to talk about, I want you to share, like, who are you? And, like, what does that really mean to you? And when somebody's talking about who they are, if they say, I am an artist, dope. Ask them, what does that mean? What kind of art do they do? Okay, so at your table, for about 1 minute, 2 minutes, we're going to go around sharing, who are you? Ready, set, go. Mo, hit the music. I don't know where she went. She's gone. Shout out to that.
Alright, I want to help people. That's why I am currently trying to take robotics. I like to possibly make replacement limbs or organs for those who need them.
Wow.
Need them and possibly can't afford, other stuff.
That's legit. That's legit. 1 more minute! Are we going in a circle?
We already finished.
You already finished? What did you say, like one-liners? You said your like TikTok name? That was it? Okay, somebody tell me. Who are you? Whoever wants to go.
I said I'm a student athlete. I play football.
Okay.
I see myself as a leader.
Dope.
I'm a hard worker. I don't go up too easily.
Word.
Keep pushing.
Shout out to that. Tell me your name.
Josh.
Josh. All right, Josh. I'll take it. Thank you. 30 seconds, y'all. So, did I scare you? Sorry. My bad. I'm coach. I'm a coach. I got the coach's voice. I'm sorry.
I have a tattoo. I got it a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a part of who you are? Is you're tatted?
Yeah, I would say so, because it says balance, and I really believe in like karma, and so I think like what you put into the universe, you're gonna get out of it.
100%.
So I guess you would say it's a part of like.
Absolutely. Look, same. After summer, you got to finish summer school first?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you about to show me it? Is that what you're doing? Okay, I'll come over. Okay, well, come get it up, and then I'll come back on our next break. Okay. All right, y'all, let's bring it back. All right, all right, all right. Do I have anybody? I need 2 people to volunteer who wants to share. Who are you? Okay. We got Angel and one more time. Ethan. Angel and Ethan. Angel, go first. Oh, keep going. Tell me more. A leader. Tell me more. This is you. Okay. I love it. Chew! Chew! Ethan, who are you?
I'm a writer with a big imagination who's full of a lot of energy.
I love it. Chew! Chew! Did you raise your hand? You did. After I scared you, did you raise your hand? No? Okay. I need Josh to share. Josh, tell us who you are.
I'm a student athlete. I play football. I see myself as a leader and a hard worker. Not give up too easy.
Look, I love it. Chew! Chew! Hear me when I say this. You need to know you better than anybody else knows you. You need to what? Anybody else. Reason being is because self-awareness is the key to you living out your best life and making decisions that align with your purpose. Okay? When you know you better than anybody else knows you, can't nobody tell you about you. Does that make sense? Like, you need to know because you're the one who has to live your life. So you need to know you. When you had somebody ask you this question, who are you? You should be able to tell them. And the dopest part about being a human is growth. The person that you are today is not going to be hopefully who you are next year or the year after that, because you're going to go through life and life is going to do its thing. So you need to make sure that you have an anchor of like, I know who I am and I know who I want to be, and I'm comfortable and I have peace with the decisions that I'm making. Okay. So I want you to look now in the bottom left corner without looking at the right side. This is going to be really tricky. I just need you to look at the bottom left corner and tell me what it is that you see on this piece of paper. Shout it out. Put your hand over the right side. And then on the left side, tell me what you see. Shout it out. What do you got? What do you see in the trash, though? Like, what do you see? Say it out loud. Yep. Say it out loud. What you see?
Water and cigarettes.
Water. Okay. So, for those who don't have the PowerPoint in front of them, the kids are saying the students are saying you see trash. Now I want you to look on the right side. What do you see? I need you. So here we go, y'all. Listen up. Exactly. So I was doing some research and I wanted to see what was the most expensive Louis Vuitton bag. That is the bag, y'all. That was my response. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. It ain't no way. But here's the thing. Has anybody ever heard the term one man's trash?
Yeah.
And I think that's the example of this, right? They took somebody's trash and turned it into a treasure and created a bag out of it. So what you see right here is a Louis Vuitton bag for $150,000 that is made out of trash. But what I need you to know is that clearly somebody with some money is able to buy that bag. So tell me, what is the bag? Have you ever heard of that term before, the bag? What? Yeah, yep. What else? The bag is what? Where do we hear the bag? Or when is somebody describing the bag? What are they talking about?
Like a goal, like chasing the bag.
Yep, chasing the bag and goal and money. Here's what I need you to know for your mindset tip from here on out. Okay, we can go ahead and turn the page. Is that you are the bag. You are the what? You are the bag. Okay, what I mean by you are the bag is your worth is beyond this $150,000 Louis Vuitton bag, right? If somebody can pay $150,000 for a garbage bag, literally, I want you to know that you are the bag, which means the bag is, you said what, it was money, right, Orion? If the bag is money, the bag is the thing that holds the money. Does that make sense? Right? So the bag itself is the physical being. That's the bag that we just saw. So you are the bag that holds the contents of which is the money. The thing that goes inside you of being the bag is your purpose, is your different forms of capital, is your gifts, is your talents, is your who you are. So your purpose is your greatest asset. Somebody tell me what an asset is.
An asset?
Yep. Do we know? If we don't know, we got to talk to some folks later. What's an asset? An asset is something that adds value. We'll just say it right there. Yep, go ahead. A friend? As long as they add value, absolutely. Okay, go ahead.
Like an objective.
If it adds value. Okay, so your purpose is your greatest asset because your purpose was given to you so you can add value, right? What is an asset?
Your purpose.
And what is an asset though? It does what? Add value, okay? So inside your bag and your physical being as a human is your purpose, is your gifts, and your talents. So we're going to talk about breaking these things down right now. How do we utilize these different assets that are inside of us? Because you need to know that you have a seat at this table right now. Every single one of you are adding value to this table. Every single one of you add value to your friend groups. Every single one of you add value to your family, your peers, your village. So you need to know that you are the bag. What's your name? Tanasia. You are the bag. So when you show up in a space, you got to know that I am adding value to any space that I go. If I'm going to be a leader, I have to know that my character, my values, my morals, I'm adding value to this space. Somebody said earlier that your voice matters. By using your voice or being a voice for other people is the way that you get to add value to situations. So when your mindset is fixated on knowing that I am the asset, I'm the one that adds value to the table, then you know that your worth is non-negotiable and that you can add value to somebody else. Fist of 5, tell me where we at. Does that make sense? Okay. So when we're looking at this and we're trying to figure out how do I build this foundation now, Coach Rees? Okay, that's the question. How do I figure out, how do I live out my best life knowing that I am the bag? When we look at this piece right here, can I borrow this real quick? I need you to know there are 3 different aspects. Look in the bottom left corner. There's 3 different aspects, okay? We're talking about humility and authenticity. Somebody tell me what humility is. Tell me, what you got? Humility. You forgot. Any guess? There's no wrong answers. That's a part of it. That's a huge part. Chew. Go ahead, Hank. That's in the one part of it. Give Hank a chew. Go ahead, Orion.
Remembering that you are human.
Ooh, for sure. Chew. You raise your hand. Come on, Balance. You raise your hand. Yep. Huge. Chew. Humility is a heart posture. Humility is what?
A heart posture.
Humility is not necessarily a destination. A lot of people say they came from humble beginnings, which means that they had less. But I believe humility is a heart posture. Because all those things that you guys just said, it requires your heart to be in the right space in order for you to be able to do that. To ask for help, need other people, admit when you were wrong, all those things. It takes me knowing and putting my heart in a place that says, you know what? I need other people. I'm not too big to admit that I'm wrong. In order to be a leader, you have to also know how to be a follower, right? So it takes humility. My heart has to be aligned and anchored with knowing I'm a human and so is everybody else. And I need to give grace and receive grace and forgiveness and all those other things. Does that make sense? So humility is what? Humility is what? And you cannot be a great leader without humility. So now we move forward. We want to look at authenticity. Who in here likes fake people? That's the hope. But how many of us have fake friends? Don't raise your hand because they might be here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. How many of us like fake teachers? Nobody. But how many of us have had fake teachers? Or fake leaders, right? We don't like fake people, but oftentimes we feel like we have to deal with them because obviously they're there. But my hope is that you are so committed to being who you are that you know that being your most authentic self is the best thing that you can be. Because I think that a lot of people who are more drawn to being fake are too insecure to be their real selves. Because the world is created a space that's probably not safe for a lot of us to be our real selves. I know that the world has been unsafe to be sometimes. So I'm sure for a lot of y'all, you've probably experienced that. But my hope is that all this space with all these leaders in here, that you're empowered to be your best self, which also is going to give off energy for somebody else to say, you know what, if they can be their best selves, then maybe that means I can be my best self. So you guys have this bracelet in your box. You see it and it says, be the model. Does anybody see it? You got one? What it means is I need you to be the model of what it looks like to live out your purpose with confidence. Because if you're a model of that to your village, that means somebody else may look at you, Orion, and say, well, Orion's doing it, so that must mean I could do it. Every single one of us needs a role model. But we also need to be able to model authenticity. Okay, we also need to be able to model true self. So you can't live out your best life if you're not being your most authentic self. Fist of 5, tell me where we at on that. Solid? Okay. Now we're moving down to the last piece. I need you to say, my worth is non-negotiable. My worth is non-negotiable. You are worthy, okay? You are worthy of living out the dreams that you've been given. You are worthy. Orion shared with me a dream that he had. Do you want to share it real quick for everybody? Are you wanting to do that?
Being able to design and build robotic limbs for those who have lost theirs in an accident.
Word. Everybody hear that? Choo! And Orion, I want you to know that you are worthy of living out that dream. Everybody took a chance a minute ago to share who you are at the table. I want you to know that you are worthy of being the person that you were created to be. Despite what anybody else may tell you, despite your classmates, your teachers, the people in your family, your friends, all those, despite what they say, hear me right now. You are worthy of being the person that you were created to be. And your worth is non-negotiable. Your worth is what? Non-negotiable. So now let's look down at this bottom left corner. Somebody tell me who these people are that you see in this picture.
I don't know.
You don't know any of them?
No.
Absolutely not.
Some of these pictures are hard for me to read.
You the artist. You're supposed to know.
I'm not an artist. I'm a writer.
That's art, still art.
Yeah, that's true.
Who, okay, Hank, tell me one person you see.
Oh, I see the goat. JC.
Come on, Hank. Tell me, who do you see? Shout it out. Jay-Z, who do you see? Kevin Hart. Who else do we see? Nipsey Hussle. Who do we see? Who else do we see? We named 4 so far. We got Rihanna. Who else? LeBron. Who else? Who? Holly Bailey. Okay. Is that everybody? Do we name and Kevin Hart? And there's one more. Somebody say Rihanna?
That's Rihanna?
That's Rihanna. It's a side pick. You don't see? Okay. So these right here are some of my favorite people. But I think the difference between these people and us is we're not talking about money. Because before they got to where they are from a money stance, they had a belief in themselves. They believed that they are the bag. They walked through life believing they are the bag before they even got the bag. That's why it's so important for you right here, right now, from 7th grade all the way through seniors and just graduated, that you have that belief in yourself that I am the bag. I have gifts, I have talents and value that I want to add to the world, and it doesn't always need to equate to monetary means. But if you don't double down on who you are and your gifts and your talents, you won't be able to add value in the way that you were created to add value. Does that make sense what I'm saying, y'all? A little bit? So we know that who these people are, we know what they do, but the thing about them is they are also brands. Right? Somebody tell me a brand that any of these people that they rock with, that they equate with. Fenty. Who said Fenty? Fenty, right? Rihanna. You know Rihanna, but Rihanna leveraged herself in order to create a brand, Fenty. Does anybody in here want to be an entrepreneur? No entrepreneurs? Sort of, kind of? Yeah. Anybody want to go into business? A little bit? Yeah. Okay. So you are the brand. Tell me your name. Damien, what do you want to do? What kind of shop? Auto shop. Dope. That's legit. Shout out to you. Chew. Okay. So the fact that Damien wants to own an auto shop, I may now take my car to Damien's auto shop simply because I know Damien. I want to invest in him. Right? So when people are going to invest in something that you've got going on, they're investing in you, the person, and not necessarily always the product that you're producing. Does that make sense? I would buy Fenty. Well, I wouldn't buy Fenty. She would buy Fenty. But I would buy her Fenty because I know Rihanna, even though there's also other brands out there. So when people know you and know who you are, they want to invest in you that much more. But you have to first believe in yourself to even create a product worthy of somebody else wanting to buy. Does that make sense, y'all, a little bit? Okay. So now let's look to the right side. What do we got? Shout these places out. We know these places real well, huh? What are these things? Social media, what else? They're brands, they're companies. They're all of the above. Here's what I need you to catch, though. The same way that LeBron and Jay-Z and Issa Rae are all brands is the same way that Apple is a brand. Is the same way that you are a brand. And these places are only recognizable because they invested in themselves. They invested in the belief in themselves in order to be able to provide something to better the world. Does that make sense what I'm trying to throw at you right now, y'all? Like if you don't have a belief in who you are and know that you have gifts and talents and skills, you won't be able to invest in them to be able to leverage them to live the life, to live your best life. Does that make sense? Are you catching what I'm throwing at you? Okay, so now we're going to dive deeper. Go ahead and turn your paper over. And now we're going to build this out a little bit more. I need you to know that not only are you the bag, but you are the brand. Your brand is your character. Your brand is your reputation. If Starbucks had a bad brand and reputation, how many of us would buy it? Nobody. Nobody, you wouldn't buy it, right? So this is where you developing who you are as a human being comes into play, right? So I want us to look at these three pieces. We're going to talk about something I call the MVP, your mission, your vision, and your purpose. Your mission in life is why you do what you do. It's your blueprint. Right here, what you see is these are the mission statements of Nike, and Starbucks. A mission statement is something that every single company or person has because it's something that guides them. So I want us to take a couple minutes right now. We're going to work through what is my mission statement. And I'll tell you what my mission is. When I was 19 years old, I crafted a mission statement for something to guide me. And my mission is to instill the right to confidence in other people by way of passion, love, repetition, and relationship. When I was 19, I said, I need something to guide me. I needed some direction. As a student athlete, I was like, I knew there's more out here, and I know I had a vision for my life, but I need something to help me that I can look at every day. And that was my mission statement. Now, I'll tell you, you may write some words down on this paper right now, and then in 5 years, it might be totally different. That's okay, because you're going to grow. But I want you to spend 30 seconds to a minute to really get down and say, what do I want to do in life? What is my why? Okay, so you're extending your who you are into the why you are right now. Fistify, where we at? Do we have questions? Okay, Mo's going to play some music, and we're going to write down what do we think our mission in life is. Ready, set, go.
How do you feel about ending with helping me announce some of the raffle prizes?
Yeah, I can do that, yep. Yeah, okay, we gotta move forward. Hi. Thirty more seconds. Word. You were supposed to chew her after that. Chew. Word. All right, y'all. Now at your table, I want you to share out. Everybody's sharing what is your mission. And in this class today, there is no wrong answer. So whatever you got down on paper is what it is, okay? Everybody sharing at your table, what is your mission? What do we got here?
To help people that accept the help and try to make their lives better.
Word. I love it. What do we got?
Mine is to provide a comfortable learning space for those I know.
Ooh. What are you teaching?
Not yet.
Okay. That's dope, though. I love that.
Fine.
Yeah.
Figure out later on.
Absolutely. Shout out to you guys. Dope. What do we got here? Missions.
I think probably
You didn't even write it down. You gotta write it down. You write down words. Any word that pops up.
I did to be the best student leader through innovation, hard work, and the responsibility.
Come on, fire.
inspire.
Word. I love it. What do we got?
I did inspire, create, enjoy, and learn.
I love that. I love that. What do you got?
To reach my goals and to live my full potential and make my own learning.
Who are you related to? You look familiar.
You probably know my dad.
What's your dad's name? Andre what? What is it? Yeah, I think so. Okay, I'm like, What's your name? Ayana. What grade are you in? Dre. Is your brother another brother? Latoya's son? No. We're all up in your business. It's okay. We can dive in. But I'm like, she looks familiar. Okay, Josh, what's your mission?
Do what I love, provide and take care of who I love, and make the best out of myself that I can.
Love it. I 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 love it.
You guys got your goals set.
All right, y'all. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. I was able to go around and listen to some missions, and that was fire. Thank you guys for sharing. So I hope that you guys had some good conversations at your table. I will tell you, I have this conversation with a lot of adults, even teachers, and I'm asking them, what's your mission in life? Do you have a mission statement that guides you? And they're like, So I'm trying to put you 20, 30, 40 years ahead of the game to really being able to live out your best life, because oftentimes people don't take time to sit and think about how they want to impact the world. And if you guys are going to be leaders that change the world, you have to know, what does that look like? What do you want that to look like? And again, there's no right or wrong. So if you're like, I don't really know yet, then you can just write down some words that stand out to you, right? Like, I want to inspire, I want to help. And those are things that I heard, and I think that is fire. So I need one person to tell me their mission. I saw 3 hands. That doesn't help. You're all going to go. Go.
All right, cool. My mission is to be the best version of me that I can be.
Chew! Come on. Chew! Love it. Chew!
My mission is to have the audience take a journey into what's on the page of a book, the panel of a comic, and the scenes that take place on the big screen, and have them enjoy it.
I didn't even have to do it because I was just chew. Love it. I love it. Okay, now that we have a mission set, you need to connect your mission to your vision. Now, your vision is your mission coming to fruition. Bars, I know, okay? Your vision is your mission coming to fruition. So now you're saying, what do I want to see as a result of my mission? Okay? So I want to spend some time here. Because I'm living out my mission, I want to see what? Now, for me, I'm literally seeing it in this moment, because my mission is to instill the right to confidence for other people to live out, right? Like, so I'm seeing you all do that, and that's my vision. So I want you to write down, as a result of me being a person who was living on mission, what do I want to see happen because of that? Okay, so we're going to take 30 seconds to write it down. Once you've written it down, go ahead and share at your table, and then we'll move on. Ready, set, go. And that's on the next page. Next page. Next page. Other way, Hank.
All right.
Oh, no, I was saying other way.
Oh, I see.
This way.
Oh, you're right.
Yep. One more.
Appreciate it.
Right there. Absolutely. There you go. Yep, once everybody's done writing it, go ahead and share if you're willing.
What exactly are we writing?
Your vision. Right here.
Oh.
What do you want to see as a result of your mission
Oh, okay.
coming to fruition? What does it look like? What are you seeing now, right?
Okay.
Angel, what you got?
I wrote to help comfort, lead, and represent me and everyone I come in contact with.
I love it.
And like where I want the results to be. Well, I want to be a school counselor.
Dope.
So help other students achieve their goals and what
what they want to do. or,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fire. Did you write that down on the other side? Next page. Yep. Boom, right there.
Hello.
Hello. You guys already going around? You're done, you just finished? You guys is like the executors. Executors. 30 seconds! Have you seen the new Spider-Man?
Not yet. I've been seeing a bunch of other types of films lately.
What are you watching?
I've been watching The Harder They Fall. I like watching a lot of westerns. It's a
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah. I just never watched it, but I heard of it though.
Yeah, it's
Word.
actually really good.
Okay. Dope. I love it. All right, y'all, let's bring it back. I've got 10 minutes, so I want to bring this home in 10 minutes. Okay? So, we've got our M, we've got our V. The next piece is our P. Push a P. People still say that? I'm pushing P? No? See, I'm the kind of old we're pushing purpose. Say it again. We pushing purpose. Come on. All right. That's our P is. And it really is purpose. So you were what? No, not pushing P. No. You were born on purpose. With the purpose. To live out your purpose. You were what?
Born on purpose.
Yes, sir.
With that purpose.
Well, for sure.
To live out that purpose.
Come on. Chew. Okay. When we're thinking about our purpose, I want you to think about 3 different aspects. Our purpose is being, doing, and becoming. Our purpose is what?
Being, doing, and becoming.
Because right now, a lot of you might say, I don't really know what my purpose is. I'm only 15, 14. I'm still trying to figure it out. You will always be trying to figure out what your purpose is. But as long as you are true to you, you will be living in your purpose. So the being aspect is just being you, is being curious about who you are and how you want to add value to the world. The next aspect is doing. Right now, I am doing my purpose. The doing aspect of your purpose is utilizing your gifts and your talents. And there it goes again. Utilizing your gifts and your talents in the ways that you want to impact the world. The becoming of your purpose is you continuing to do it to reach your potential. Does that make sense? So your purpose has 3 aspects. What are they?
Being,
Yep.
doing,
Yep.
and becoming.
Okay, being, doing, and becoming. We're there. It felt you coming. There we go. All right. So as you move on in life, I need you to remember that. But right now, I want us to take some time. Who is a fan of vision boards? Who ever heard of a vision board before? Who's ever done? You guys have done vision boards before? Okay. I want us to take some time. We're going to take 1 minute. And I want you to write down every single thing you want to do in your life. Not just over the next year, but in your life. Write it down. There's a space that has vision board. Before we go there, listen up, y'all. Real quick, let me have your attention. Chew! Okay. Real quick, before you write on your vision board, I need you to know that dreams are necessary, but they're only dreams until you take action. I hope that this blueprint allows you to take your dreams from a thought to actually becoming your reality. Okay? So on your vision board, write it all out. And you may not have control over if any of this comes to fruition, but you have control over your effort. Okay? So I want you to write down every single thing that you want to achieve in life on this vision board right now. Ready, set, go. $30 seconds. Okay. That was quick. Okay. Dope. I love that you actually drew a board. I'm with it. Grad college, get a car. What kind of car?
I don't know yet.
Okay, just any kind.
Yeah.
What when you're driving down the street and you see something, you're like, "Oh, that's nice." What are you looking at?
Supra.
What is that?
Supra. It's like a Toyota. Kind of looks like a.
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Toyota Supra. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's bring it back real quick. I want you to. Who has access to Canva? Everybody should, because it's free. Canva. I want you in a later day, even today, to take this vision board and all these words and to go on Canva and to create a vision board. I want you to use pictures, words, sounds, all those things, because this vision board, I have vision boards that I've had for over 10 years. And every single year and sometimes every quarter, I continue to create new ones because you're going to continue to grow. And there is nothing like getting the satisfaction of being able to see that your vision for your life has come to fruition. Like I have a vision board that has a mic on it. What am I doing right now? I'm holding a mic. And every day I look at my vision board and I literally will sit and visualize so that way I can put in the action and also put it in my brain, because mindset matters. And your brain doesn't know the difference between a dream and reality. So if you sit and look at your vision board and you visualize yourself living out your best life, you can trick your brain into thinking that that's really your reality is. So I don't believe in fake it till you make it. I believe in be it till you see it. Just be it. Just be your most authentic self. Be the person who is doing the thing that you want to do. And I promise you that will literally become your reality. Okay, so here's the thing that we're going to close on is the anchor of this. Your values and your habits mean more than winning and money. Your values and your habits mean more than winning and money. Your values and your habits are who you are. They're how you show up. Your character is one thing, but your reputation is everything. Your reputation is how often are you living in alignment with your values and your habits. So when you're asking yourself, who am I? And you think about who it is that I want to be, you have to know that there's a gap between those two things. And the gap is your values and habits, your work ethic, and how you're showing up every single day. So it doesn't matter if you have all these dope dreams and goals and aspirations, but you're a mean person, right? It doesn't matter if you're winning, you have money, but nobody wants to be your friend, right? Who you are as a person and how you treat other people, that matters more than anything, okay? So on the other side of this paper, there's a list of values. There's a list of habits, because you need to be able to put in the action to be the person that you want to be. And so I gave you an example that you can use. So as you go through life and you use this as a blueprint, circle some values that you want to hone in on. Circle some habits. You're like, okay, I want to add this habit to my life so that way I can invest in me, so that way I can pour into other people. Does that make sense? Fist to five. Tell me where we're at on that. Okay. The last piece that I want to talk about is your purpose is connected to two things: people and profit. Your purpose is connected to people and profit. The people that you do life with is extremely important. So when you look at this diagram that I have here, and again, this is for you to keep and take it into your life, you need to know the people that I do life with is every single thing. Not everybody should be a confidant. Not everybody should be your best friend. Not everybody should be a mentor and pouring into your life, but you do need those people. People who are your community aren't necessarily people that you do life with on an everyday basis. The followers that you have on TikTok and Instagram and all those other spaces may not also be the people that you are really doing and going through life with. Does that make sense on that piece? But it's really important for you to make sure that you know that as a leader, you have influence. As a leader, you need to be a model for other people so that way they can see, wow, if Josh is being a dope student athlete, I can be a dope student athlete and a leader. If Orion is doing these, maybe I can follow suit Orion. So you being a model for yourself is important, because other people are going to look at you and say, I want to be that now. And now being the model for your village is allowing you to be a model for them that's being a model for other people as well. And that's how we create a world of change. That's how we lead and create a life that people actually want to live in, is safe for everybody living as well. So the last thing I want to say is you are the what? You are the what? You are the bag. And your worth is what? Non-negotiable. Your worth is what?
Non-negotiable.
Okay? You are the bag and your worth is non-negotiable. So I hope that you're able to take this, this packet and you hold on to it and you scribble in it, you scratch in it, you create a vision board that's actually something that you want to lead your life with. And you think about the people that you're surrounding yourself with, and you remember that you were born on purpose, with the purpose to live out your purpose. Understand that? Fistify, where we at on that? Cool? All right. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to be here and to speak life into you. I pray that you guys have fun. Thank you. Shannon and Monique. Are we doing some giveaways still? Okay, we've got some giveaways. Two. Okay, I got two 25. I got four $25 giveaways. Ooh, what is that to?
This is a $25 gift card. Two $25 gift cards.
Okay. Do I have to pull a name out? Okay.
You ready?
Yep. All right, I'm pulling some names out. Make sure you're paying attention. I got Kimberly Estrada. Are you here? Are you here? She ain't here? Can I have it? No. Okay. Cool. That's all good. Next, Sam King. Is Sam here? They giving away money. Cool, right here. When you guys see Kimberly and Sam, be like, hey, you missed out on some money. Ayana Lane. She ain't here either. Oh, she is. I was just talking to her. There we go. There you go. That is yours. Congratulations. Are those dunks are fire? Are those ones or dunks? They're ones. Your ones are fire. Here we go. David Troxel. Hey! David stood up with a quickness. David said, y'all gonna know I'm here. Here we go. I got one more. Here you go, David. Congratulations. Ooh, who's the gamer? Xbox gamer. Oh, we got all the gamers in the spot. I got a $50 Xbox gift card. Ooh, what does that do? You buy just games with it? I don't game. I don't know. More than just games. Okay. Emma Anderson. Is she here? No?
Okay.
No? Okay. Oh, we're excited. Tiana Calvert? Whoo, nope. I missed out. Hold your breath. Keep holding your breath. Quentin, I don't know how to say your last name, Quentin. Quentin, you got to say your last name first. What's your last name, Quentin, so we know it's you? Is this you? Say your last name. Yeah, that's it. That's what I was going to say.
Okay.
Here you go.
And then this is the last.
Oh, snaps. I need some of these. A new pair. Anybody care about AirPods? Nah. No? You old school? Somebody cares about AirPods? These AirPod 2s. These are the noise cancellations.
Okay.
With the
Alvin.
No.
All right.
No. That's crazy. Emerson? Are you here? Oh, turn up, Emerson. There you go. Congratulations. Is that it? We're giving away a car, you said? Oh, yeah. My bad. Shocking. Here you go. Yep.
Hey, give it up one more time for Coach Rees. Come on now. Yes.